Hey everybody, this is Brenda Divine from Discover Your Purpose. Hey, I know I caught you off guard. One, I got pink on. And two, I got these sunglasses on. I just left the eye doctors and my eyes are dilated and they're really sensitive. So I got the sunglasses on. So I just wanted to talk to you about, I had a revelation about purpose. Because you know I'm teaching a class at June 29th. And I'm thinking about why people are apprehensive about being called or knowing what their purpose is. And I started thinking maybe the issue is not so much being called, but maybe it's the fear of being corrected and directed. Now, just to clarify again, calling does not mean that, oh, you're going to be a pastor, an evangelist, and whatever, and speaking in tongues. You can be all those things if that's what the Holy Spirit wants you to be, but I don't really think there's supposed to be just a world full of evangelists and pastors and stuff, so get past that part. That could be your purpose, not saying it's not, but maybe it might be being a counselor, being a teacher, being a mother, being a father. It might be a particular task, whatever that might be that the Holy Spirit reveals to you. That's being called to your purpose. That's being called to serve God. So get out of the whole thing about somebody wanting you to be a pastor. Nobody's trying to convince you to be a pastor unless that's what the Holy Spirit is telling you. That's a whole nother topic. So on the calling, maybe the fear is not so much the calling, but maybe the fear is the correction. And then when you think about it, nobody really wants to be corrected and nobody wants to be directed because we're rebellious and we want to do what we want to do. We want to think that we're our own gods. So maybe the fear is not so much the calling, but maybe the fear is more of the correction and the direction. Now, correction means that the Holy Spirit's going to tell you, God's going to tell you what's been really going on with you. And you're going to have to get rid of some things that you've been comfortable with a long time. Attitudes, people, customs, habits. You're going to have to reassess those things and get them in line with God. And then the direction part, you're going to have to listen to what the Holy Spirit tells you to do. And many of us, including myself, I know all about this because I'm hard-headed, okay? I understand this, and I have a rebellious nature, so I understand this part about not wanting to be corrected and not wanting to be directed and somebody telling us what to do. So I get that. So I'm just bringing something to mind that maybe the fear is not so much the calling, because once you realize it's not, nobody's trying to get you to be a pastor, okay? Maybe it's more that you have a fear of being corrected and directed. So something for you to think about, that if that's holding you back, something for you to think about and consider, because some of us, I mean, it took me a long time to understand that I needed to submit my life to God. I get it. I'm one of the most hard-headed, rebellious people, opinionated you will run across. I get it. But I had to lay all that down, and I had to realize that my life was so much better with God. So I could go on this for a while, but we can talk a little bit more about it at my class, June 29th, which is in Farmington, Michigan. So you can find information on my page about the class, and I welcome you to come by. Let's spend a couple of hours talking about what's holding us back. What's holding us back from purpose. So this is Brenda Divine from Discover Your Purpose. And you know, a little time, think about it a little bit. That whole idea of, hey, are you really afraid of the correction and the direction? Maybe that's what it is, but that's something for you to think about. This is Brenda Divine from Discover Your Purpose. Hey, I'll see you in a minute. Bye.